To place and a state, it's still my biggest fault. I could walk this road for the rest of my life and it always would look different. Are you tired of staring at the same four walls? Oh, isn't that just the way things are? I am lost without you. Isn't that just the way things are? Oh, isn't that just the way things are? I am lost without you. Isn't that just the way things are? Oh, I accept the state of things. Am I too consistent? Why must I walk the borderline? Oh, I like everything black and white. You don't like restrictions. I'm tired of anchoring the world sometimes. Oh, isn't that just the way things are? I am lost without you. Isn't that just the way things are? Say, isn't that just the way things are? I am lost without you. Isn't that just the way things are? I know I do repeat myself, but sometimes I can't help but see we're always running round. You look for the change in things, but the one thing that is constant is we're always falling down. Oh, look at that couple in the foreign car, banging on the dashboard. She's giving him trouble and he's giving his tie. Oh, you're giving me trouble and I fix a drink, but I never do ignore you. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of fixing it the reason why. Say, isn't that just the way things are? I am lost without you. Isn't that just the way things are? Oh, isn't that just the way things are? I am lost without you. Isn't that just the way things are? Thank you. Sound check.
Check. Sounds like it. Amazing enough.
Sounds great. And love is a tanglewood tree in a bower of green, in a garden of dawn. Fair while a mockingbird sings, but she soon spreads her wings and the music is gone. Young lovers in the tall grass with their hearts open wide, where the red summer poppies bloom. But love is a trackless domain, and the rumor of rain in the late afternoon. And love is an old root that creeps through the meadows asleep, and the long shadows cast. Thin as a vagrant young vine, it encircles and twines, and it holds the heart fast. Catches lovers in the wildwood with the stars in their eyes, and the moon in their tousled hair. But love is a light in the sky, and an unspoken lie, and a half-whispered prayer. I'm walking down the bold dry river where the cool mirage runs true. I'm counting on the fables of the far, far better things we do. I'm waiting on the day of judgment, counting down the hours. I burn away, I yearn away, I turn away the fairest flower of love, 'cause darling, love is a garden of thorns, and a crow in the corn, and the brake growing wild. Cold when the summer is spent, and the jade hearts lament for the faith of a child. My body has a number and my face has a name, and each day looks the same to me. But love is a voice on the wind, and the wages of sin, and a tanglewood tree. Oh, thank you. I usually put a cape on, huh? So that was a song by Dave Carter, the late Dave Carter. And the first one was a song by an old idol of mine, Cliff Eberhardt. So it's good to be here. Thanks for inviting me to play. I came with the kids for a hot dog, and this is what happens. I'll play a little song about my childhood and I guess childhood in general. I left my water somewhere because I came down not expecting. Anyway. When I was young, all I wanted was the moon. I hung that National Geographic map in my room. In 7th grade, Mythology 101, they called me Little Endymion. You remember me now. And space was the object of all my country's desire. And the skies of my childhood were laced with launching pad fire. Oh, and I was the boy who stood under street lamps at night, waiting for those strange blue lights to come take me away. Shoot the moon and set me down in the sea of tranquility, just the stars and me. Shoot the moon and give me a home, 21st century, a little less gravity, I could fall free. Shoot the moon. If I had been 10 years older, I might have been tripping on Yasker's farm, but I probably would have been a phantom flying over Vietnam, in a dream of altitudes where blue turns black, and never looking back at the pieces on the ground. I saw the choppers rise out of Saigon's wall, and my fingers traced the writing on the long black wall. And I knew there'd be no spaceships in my future. I guess I was born a little late, or way too soon. Shoot the moon, set me down, a sea of tranquility, just the stars and me. Shoot the moon, give me a home, 21st century, with a little less gravity, we could fall free. Shoot the moon. Of 1,000,000 miles isn't really that far. Yeah, it took me 2 Chevys, but I've done it in a car. Oh, round town to town with this old guitar, built in 1969, one small step for mankind. Shoot the moon and set me down in the sea of tranquility, just the stars and me. Shoot the moon, give me a home, 21st century, with a little less gravity, it is our destiny. Shoot the moon. Oh, shoot the moon. Oh, shoot the moon. The last time I played in a tent like this was the Big E. Because the first time I played at the Big E, so it wasn't on the big stage, it was in the Connecticut building. And I was next to the agriculture exhibit. And downstairs they had one of the rock stations had a PA system. blaring their music. And I was supposed to be up on the balcony playing through Miss Connecticut's karaoke box setup. So I was playing for a while and nobody was listening, and the radio was blaring downstairs. And then Miss Connecticut actually had a PR person, so they turned off the radio downstairs, and he got up and gave her this great introduction, and everybody sat and stared as she sang "I Will Always Love You," I think. And then she did a couple of songs, and then she was done, and they said, "Okay, and now the guitar player." And they turned the radio on downstairs again. So the next year, I was smart. I said, "Look, if I'm going to play at the Connecticut building again, I need like a stage setup, and I need some chairs in the audience, and I need people to be able to sit and listen." So they said, "Okay." So they put me in a tent outside behind the Connecticut building, and when I got there, and there was a place for people to sit, but it was filled with police cars. And then I was about halfway through my set, and did you know the state troopers have a bagpipe band? I didn't know that. They had a bagpipe band, and they decided to get out their bagpipes and start warming up in the middle of my set. So, fortunately, they were both good-paying gigs, and I waved and said bye. Anyway, usually summer's better than that.
I am waiting for the good humor man to come driving his white truck down my street again, and the neighborhood kids doing skits on their bicycles over and over again. We were all out of school, just trying to be cool, catch a ride to the Y and go be in the pool, waiting for the good humor man, waiting for the good humor man. I am waiting for the good humor man, with his rock and roll haircut and his tattooed girlfriend, selling rockets on a stick and clicking out his change as if nothing would change. And at night on the tube, they would walk on the moon, and nobody cared how much money we blew, waiting for the good humor man, waiting for the good humor man. Oh, now, all right, they'd sing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I am waiting for the good humor man. In the dog days of summer, when the Red Sox can't win, and some go off to war, and the rest burn down the store, the dream grows dim. But he's ringing his bell, and the kitchen door slam, and the kids all turn out with our quarters in their hands. Oh, waiting for the good humor man, waiting for the good humor man. Oh, waiting for the good humor man, waiting for the good humor man. I am waiting, oh, we're still waiting for the good humor man.
Thank you. So I had a nice gig. In the spring, I was at a labor law conference opening for the president of the AFL-CIO, and I thought I should have a song for that. What I hadn't counted on was that the audience was all lawyers and clerics and things. And nothing like people who just will sit and watch very quietly and politely. Makes me nervous. There you go. Where's that banjo guy? Huh? Come on. Anyway, I'm sorry? That's right. I always have, anytime I'm under a tent, I always keep my eyes out for the bagpipes, because you never can tell. But we could sing along a little bit with this one.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw below me, above me, that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. Oh, this land was made for you and me. And I roamed and I rambled, and I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking, I saw a sign there, and on the sign there said no trespassing. And on the other side didn't say nothing. And which side are you on? 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 Now come on, you good workers, sad news I have to tell. Gonna take the Union and burn it straight to hell. Now Walker in Dane County, he's trying to make it law that none of his state workers can fight for the Union anymore. And which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Boy, which side are you on? Well, the court said corporations, your money is your voice. So they bought the last election and they called it the People's Choice. Now the fat cat takes 9 slices and eats just one piece of pie. Then he throws a big tea party and says, watch out for that union guy. And which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Can't hear you, which side are you on? Well, to promote the general welfare, it's what the Constitution says. But then 1% get richer and 99 are on the res. Well, the banks jacked up home prices by giving out bogus loans. Now one hand's got our handouts while the other takes our homes. And which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Boy, which side are you on? Now one day as I was walking, the sign was plain to see. One side said no trespassing and the other said I will be free. And which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, which side are you on? Thanks a lot. Thank you. So the Long River Band is about to play, so I think I'm going to wrap it up with one more tune here. Thanks for asking me to come out and loan me your guitar, baby. It's a nice guitar here. Gee, I thought there'd be kids and everything. There they are, right there. What should we sing? We should sing something, right? We should get a bunch of people up here. Get a bass player in here.
Baseball.
I'm sorry?
Baseball.
Oh, you know, I don't even think I know that song anymore. I should after all this time, right? Oh wait, maybe I probably do.
We'll try it.
I'll try it. So this is a baseball song by a guy named Willie Welch. And I just have to remember where I keep it so I don't end up in the cellar like the Mets.
Saturday summers when I was a kid, run to the schoolyard and here's what we did. We pick out the captains, choose up the teams, always a measure of my self-esteem. Cause the fastest and strongest played shortstop and first, and the last ones they picked were the worst. And I never needed to ask, it was sealed. I just took up my place in right field. Playing right field, it's easy, you know. You can be awkward and you can be slow. That's why I'm here in right field, just watching the dandelions grow. Good choice, Tom. Playing right field can be boring and dull. Little leagues never have lefties that pull. Dream of the day 8 hit one my way. They never did, still I would pray that I'd make this backhanded catch on the run and not lose the ball in the sun. And then I'd wake up from this long reverie and I'd pray that the ball never came out to me. Here in right field, it's easy, you know. You can be awkward and you can be slow. That's why I'm here in right field, just watching the dandelions grow. See, I was actually the littlest on my baseball team, so I always did play right field. Sometimes short right field, somewhere between the first baseman who was fast and the right fielder who was slow. But I always kept the dream alive because I learned how to play baseball by watching the New York Mets back when I lived in Queens, back in 1966 and 67 and 68. We lived in a small apartment on Queens Boulevard. From the little balcony, which was big enough to hold like a hibachi in one chair, you could actually look right down inside Shea Stadium down there in Flushing Meadows. And you could see the lights during the night games. You could hear the roar of the crowd every once in a while when the Mets would get a hit. And my dad would watch the games on TV, and he'd kind of sit down next to me and say, "Dad, what are you doing?" He'd say, "Oh, I'm watching a baseball game." He'd teach us how to play. And after a while, we'd say, "Dad, the Mets never win. Why do you root for them all the time?" And he said, "I've always rooted for the underdog. So I always have." Well, off in the distance, the game's dragging on. There's strikes on the batter, some runners are on. I don't know the inning, I've forgotten the score. My whole team is shouting, and I don't know what for. And then suddenly everyone's looking at me. My mind has been wandering, what could it be? Well, they point to the sky, and I look up above, and a baseball falls into my glove. Playing right field, it's easy, you know. You gotta know how to catch, you gotta know how to throw. That's why I'm here in right field, just watching the dandelions grow. Playing right field, it's easy, you know. You can be awkward and you can be slow. That's why I'm here in right field, just watching the dandelions grow. Hey, thanks very much. Have a great afternoon, everybody.